So, I want to talk to you today about why I did not push to get my book launch live today. Okay? And what in particular what I want you to know, I want you to, if you take nothing else away from this session, take away catch this principle that in empires, pause can be power. All right. So, as you might know, if you've been following my story for the week, the Empires of the Soul, the new Empires of the Soul book page was supposed to be live by now. And it's so close. It's really, really close, but it's not quite there yet. And you know what? Like, I got up this morning knowing that. And knowing that I could and frankly would, a previous version of who I am would have pushed to make it happen today. But I didn't push to make it happen today. And I thought it was actually kind of important to share with you why. All right? Because today is Friday. And now on a normal Friday, I take no meetings. I wouldn't, on a normal Friday, I wouldn't even have pushed to get this done, right? On the normal Friday, I devote the day to closing open loops, reflecting on the week. Often I work from the spa. I review my human design chart. I review my sacred money archetypes. I review myself. I tune it, check into my cells, see what needs saying, say what needs saying, talk with Sarah, my head of operations. We don't really we don't really push hard like that old adrenalized way. But today is a special Friday. In Portugal, which is where I live, they call today Sexta-feira Santa. Sexta-feira is Friday, and Santa is holy. Today is Holy Friday. It's what we called Good Friday in the United States. It is a bank holiday today. My team is off work today. My daughter is home from school today. So I made a CEO, empire building CEO decision today. And the decision I made was that instead of splitting my energy like away from my daughter and focusing all day on, getting this page live, instead of stressing my team out on the day that they're off, London and I made mommy and me charcuterie boards. And we watched the making of Vogue's 2025 Met Gala issue, which is devoted to Black dandyism. And it was this 20-minute video that I watched, and it honestly felt like someone had filmed what the inside of my mind looks like. It was just beauty and art and business and soul and spirit and radical and unapologetic self-expression and psychology and culture, all in creators, just pure, unfettered creators, just creating. It was so gorgeous. And then I ended up sending it to an old client who says, oh, she wants to actually upgrade to a higher ticket, engagement, in part because just the shorthand of me sending this to her with a couple of sentences about what parts I wanted her to focus on and how it was so related to the art I see her, to the world building that I see she could be doing in her business. She was like, shit, you really get it. And I do. So we watched that. And then actually, I'm very proud. I took London on this beautiful journey from the Jackson 5 to New Edition to Belle Biv DeVoe to, New Edition to Belle Biv DeVoe to Boys to Men to Another Bad Creation, if y'all remember that, to ABC. And let me tell you how proud I was when my child said, ABC, like the Jackson 5 song. I was like, girl, you going places in this lifetime. You've been some great places. Clearly, you did things right in the past lifetime, but this one, you going somewhere. It was amazing. And then I had a series of delicious conversations to do some of what I normally do on a Friday, which is close some loops with, existing clients, send them things I want to. I sent my Empire's clients the big self activation audio that I recorded for them. And they were like, oh, right, this thing is amazing. I close some loops with existing clients who want to upgrade, with old clients who want to come back, with some new partners and other co creators. Today just felt like I was licking the plate of my life instead of my business being my dementor, right? Instead of that choking down that battery acid of I've got to get this page live, just to order something on the menu at what the author Henry Cloud likes to call the people pleasing cafe. Like you ain't got to do anything. The shoulds and musts and forcing and pushing are not what create business success. So today reminded me so that I could remind you of why I do things the way I do and why I built the Empire's business model the way I built it to work with my genius, with my life, for my life, not my life being for my business. This is why I teach business in a way that honors nervous system peace and sacred timing and full power, unfettered self expression. In Empires, we know that our lives, your life is your art. It's the only art you got. Your business is your art too. All right? We don't push or power through and destroy the art just to meet an arbitrary deadline when a day or two will do the job. In empires, in the Empire's universe, we know that divine order and divine timing are real and they are always in our favor. We move in power, in peace, in alignment. So, no. And also, I like to keep you up to date. No, the book sales page is not quite live yet, but it will be any minute. And when it is, it will come with an invitation. It's not going to be just information. It's also going to include an invitation for implementation. Okay. It will include an invitation to join me for the Empire's Launchpad, which is a powerful live session where I just got a couple emails overnight from people who came to the last time I did the Launchpad who were like, okay, like that has rocked my world. Here's what we're doing now. Let's do this together now. So what we do in the launch pad is we begin to set we go from you understanding the pillars to you having your own plan. So in the launch pad, we set the contours for your signature offer. We name your spark session. We create your personalized plan and we activate. We begin to forge together a new future for you and your next income level and a plan to get there swiftly but peacefully and joyfully because this is our art. This is your life. So if you want to be first in line when the book drops, just on Instagram, DM me the word book. I am at Tara-Nicholle Kirk on Instagram. DM me the word book, and I will send you the model now, and then I'll send you the link to the book page the second it's live. I promise you. So right now, I'm gonna sign off. Y'all probably won't see me this weekend because I don't work on the weekends. But I'm sending you the knowing that everything is always working out for you, beloved. That you are in the perfect place at the perfect time. That avalanches of abundance now begin to flow to you under grace, over calm seas, and in perfect, surprising, and delightful ways. And so it is. I'll see you next week.